Hi, everyone, and welcome back. I'm with Sheldon Johnson. He's the Registrar of Voters and also the County Clerk Recorder. Sheldon, how long have you had those two titles? I think they go together, don't they?
Yes, they do. In a small county, they do. I'm finishing my 34th year.
That's what I thought. You've been
just a few weeks.
Okay, and you have a lot of stuff to do with taking care of the records, right?
Yes, all land records.
Okay, but at this time of year.
Right now, election's the big push.
Okay, and we have, I believe, a month and 5 days?
That's about it. Yep, first part of November, we're going to be right at it.
All right, so Tuesday. So this is, it's going to be 1 month away.
That's correct.
1 month and a week.
Yes.
Okay. I don't want you to get wrong. So what are we real busy doing down there, Sheldon?
Right now, we're testing all the machines, running test decks through them, getting them all ready, getting all the new seals put on them, putting all those numbers down. We have to track everything. We have to give them additional seals because they do have to break a seal or two on the machine in order to, on the case first, open it up to get it out, and those kinds of things. Then we have replacement seals, and they have to log those numbers down too, and they have to give us the broken seal back. So when it all comes back, we check everything out and make sure everything's okay.
And what kind of machines are we using this year?
The same machines that we've used for, 15 or 18 years now.
Okay.
They're very good machines, and they are a scan machine. We run a paper ballot through them. And then we have machines out there for people with disabilities that reads the ballot to them and rereads what they voted, and if they've missed something or haven't voted on an issue, it's all on. Those are called automarks.
Okay. So I guess you look at the machines and you put the seal on it so it's tamper-proof. Is that what it is?
They have many seals on them.
Many seals on them. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, and they're not hooked up to the internet at all.
No.
Okay. So you put those out there. People, I believe they drop their. What is the machine? Is what we vote on? Is that right?
No, you vote on the ballot in a booth, you
Right.
take your ballot back, you pull the stub off of it, you take it back, and you run it through an M100 machine, which scans everything that you voted.
Okay.
And at the end of the night, that comes back to us. We take a chip out of it, and we put it in a computer in the office, and we read that data.
But they don't scan it at the voting poll, do they?
Your ballot is scanned when it goes in the machine. Yes.
Okay, so when it's been 2 years, folks, right? Okay, so when you get that, and then they run it through there right then.
Yeah, you run through the machine, and it's tabulated, and then we get all those results at the end of the day, and we put them in a machine, and we compile all of them together, and that's where we give you the results at the end of the night.
All right. Now we have 30 machines, and how many polling places are there?
Well, we have actually 26 polling places out there.
Okay.
We actually have 29. We have some consolidated precincts out there. We have one vote-by-mail precinct, which is Kirkwood. We've done that for a number of years. In the wintertime, you never know what's going to happen, so those are all vote-by-mail, and we do that early.
Okay, and there's voting by mail. How many people are going to be voting by mail? You have to ask for that, right?
Yes, you can sign up for it now. When you register to vote, there's a thing on it if you want to receive a ballot by mail. We will do that for you.
How much longer do they have to do that? When is that shut-off date for that vote by mail?
Well, the vote by mail, you can do it actually till a week before, and then they have to come into the office. Then it becomes what we call emergency voting. They have to come into the office, we issue them the ballot, they have to vote it there and give it to us. And the reason for that is we want to be sure that every ballot gets returned and counted. And if we were mailing them out 3 days before, we'd never get the ballots back.
Okay. All right. So how many percent of the voters are voting by mail here in Amador?
We're over 57% right now.
Okay. And that's where we're at right now, but more people could ask for them.
Oh, yes. It increases slightly every year.
Okay. Here's a good question, Sheldon. How long can people still wait to register to be able to vote in this election? What's the cutoff date for that?
That's the 29th of October.
The 29th of October?
Yeah.
It's really gotten
It's
close.
It's close.
Okay. All right. So the 29th of October, and so it's no longer like it used to be. I've talked to some people, and some people are telling me, I can't vote because I didn't vote in the primary and things like that. And I said, I don't think that law is
No,
at all.
you have to miss 2 federal elections before you're taken off. And so people normally will vote in the general election. If they don't even vote in the primary, they vote in the general, and that keeps them active.
Okay, so most people are active, and if they don't think they're signed up or registered, get in touch with
All they have to do is call the election office, 223-6465, and they will let you know what the status is. And if there's any problem on anything that's in regard to the election, even if it's on election day, just call that number.
Okay, and let's see. All right, now the vote-by-mail ballots, they're being mailed out now. Are we in? I voted. I always wait till Tuesday to vote. Okay.
So do I.
So I'm not really familiar with it, but they're already being mailed out.
We have those in envelopes right now. They will be placed. They're, in fact, the GSA getting all the postage put on them. Currently, they will be put in the mail on October 9th.
October 9th, and then
Yes.
people can return them right away.
Yes.
All right.
And all the ballots must be turned in either to a polling place or to my office by 8 o'clock on election day, or they will not be counted. So do not go to the post office on election day and mail your ballot. It won't be counted.
Okay, so
probably.
if you're bringing it in on election day, it's best to drop it off at your office.
Either that or a polling place.
Okay.
Any polling place in the county.
Okay, and your office is located
810 Court Street, upstairs, second floor.
second floor at the Board of Supervisors, actually at the County
It's County Administration Center.
Administration Center. Okay, and that's where the board meets. Everybody knows that's that beautiful red brick building.
Oh, it's a gorgeous place.
Okay, and all right, now we have how we're going to be talking to Sheldon more, and I think we covered pretty much most of what it is. How would people get a hold of you if they have any questions, or what kind of questions do you get? You've got 30 seconds.
Well, they want to know if they're registered to vote. Where do I vote? What party am I registered with? Can I change my party? Those
they
are
can call you and get that information?
They can call us and we'll bring it right up. We'll tell them when they were registered last, when they changed something last. We have it all on the computer.
Okay, all right. We're going to be back with more with Sheldon Johnson following this break. So stay with us right here on TSPN's News. You're watching Amador County's #1 news and sports leader, TSPN. Hi, everyone, and welcome back. I'm with Sheldon Johnson. And Sheldon's been the Registrar of Voters and the County Clerk Recorder for the longest time. Did you say 36 years?
34.
34 years. Wow. Okay. So he knows quite a lot of stuff. And you put the records up on put those to computer. You've been actively doing all that.
Yes.
Has that been completed?
No, actually, we're converting a lot of digital stuff right now as far as the recorder's office is concerned. But,
Okay, so
but it's coming.
You have a lot of stuff going on. But
Yes.
this time of year, election time, you put your electioneering hat. You're not your electioneering hat, but you put your administrative hat on to take care of all that.
This is a big push right now to make sure that we get this election completed, so that everything is on the up and up, and we get the results and get it in early. And
Right.
yeah, we were first last time.
And you got
so.
the machines, 30 machines, all
Well,
pretty much
yeah,
ready to go?
we have the machines that we're going through and testing right now. We're testing the M100s. Those are the ones you put your ballots in when you vote when you go to the polling place. We also have those machines for people with disabilities, the automarks that go out there, and so those also have to be tested. So we have the same number of those to go through because we have to have them in the office as well as out at every polling place.
Okay. Now, interesting is like all the different states have different times to vote, different ways to vote, different. Some you can vote real early. I believe in Virginia, maybe next week you can start, putting your ballot in. I understand pretty soon we'll be able to vote by mail here.
Well, we currently vote by mail.
Okay. But I mean, they haven't got their ballots yet, so.
Well, no. The October the 9th, those that go in the mail.
Okay.
That's the day we can put them in the mail
So
officially.
once you get your hands on that and go ahead and vote and
Right. Now, the overseas and military, those are 60 days out. Those have been out already. So they're,
Okay,
and we're
so-
getting those back.
Okay, so we're way up to speed on that.
Absolutely.
Okay. All right. Now, once again, let's go over. People can still vote. If you're not registered yet, you still have plenty of time to register, right?
You need to get in. You need to get in there. Go to the post office and get that thing done. And if you go to the post office, ask for the voter registration card, or come into our office and fill it out. Post offices in a lot of areas don't have the space to have them out anymore, so they have them behind the counter.
Okay. And what is the cutoff date on that, Sheldon?
Well, our cutoff date, let's take a close look here
Okay.
so we make sure. The last day for the vote by mail is October the 30th. And so we want to be sure that those people get in and get that done as early as possible. But the sooner we get them, the better off we're going to
Okay.
be.
Now, what about the governor signing that bill that allows people last day registration?
Oh, we have Election Day registration was a bill signed by Governor Brown. However, it will not be put into effect until the Secretary of State's statewide database is all set up so that all counties are tied in with the Secretary of State's office, and that part of it is working. They have to be sure that it's working. Right now, everything that we get goes into Secretary of State anyway, but this is somebody comes in and registers at the last minute, and then we have to do some stuff to get it sent down to them. So it's changing their computers a little bit.
Okay. So when is the last date that a person, could be pretty certain that he could go on in, register to vote, and to be able to vote for that, in this election?
In this election, they should do it by the 7th of this month.
By the 7th of this month?
Yeah.
Okay. And, all right. Now, what comes up on Election Day? Do we have any, do we get many problems? I don't think we do.
No, there's not many problems on Election Day. Sometimes they'll call us up. We give them ballots to run through the machine first thing when they open it up. In the ones for the handicapped people, a couple of ballots. Sometimes they have a problem with those, and we have to go through it and talk to them. One of the other things is they have to put a key in and turn it and lift up a little. It's a little hinge thing that goes down. So when they put the machine on that base, the electrical connections make contact. They can plug the cord in, but if they don't flip that up, it won't make connection and it won't work. So we have just a couple minor things like that. They call us up, we tell them what to do, and they're off and running.
We have a lot of the same people that work the polling places, it seems to me. I seem to see the same people. So most of the people have a lot of experience there, don't they?
We have a lot of experienced people in the county. We have some people. In fact, we had one individual that's been working with us for a long time and decided that this wouldn't do it anymore. So you have to go out and find new people and put them in and train them and get them up to speed. But they have people that are working on the board that are well versed in the process. So, and we have a manual that they have how to open and how to close the polls. All they have to do is turn the page, go step by step, and it'll.
Okay. And we generally have a big turnout here in Amador County.
Yes, Amador County does have a large turnout, and we're hoping for that again. I'd like to see it in the 67% return.
Okay.
But until we start getting the vote by mail ballots back and as a sampling, that's a gauge for us to guesstimate what our actual return will be.
Okay. Now, we can talk maybe a little bit about some of the measures, but we're not here really to try to let people know what the measures are or anything like that. I wanted to go through one other thing, like the canvassing. Now, that's very important. Like, sometimes some of the ballots, I guess, don't go through right or whatever, and that happens during the canvass. You explain it.
Well, the canvass, we actually start the canvass the day after the election.
Right.
We go out and we pick up the machines and we pick up everything. We bring them back in. Staff starts going through it, and they start balancing out. How many ballots were returned? Did the books balance out the inspector get that done or not. If not, they give us a note. We take the note. Our staff is well qualified, done it for years and years. They go through, they figure out where the difference is. Everything's balanced. Whether we have to count something that hasn't been counted, that's all done. Also, we take out all the vote by mail ballots that were turned into the polling place, all the challenged ballots that go in there. All those are put in different types of colored envelopes and numbered. Those are all set off to the side. So if somebody comes in to vote and they say, we say you're not on the register, you give them a ballot, let them vote, goes in a pink envelope. They sign a new voter registration card, have to put their address and everything on it. After all the votes are done and we have all that voting history put in the machine, then we'll go through those one by one, because the law says, we can only vote once. So we want to be sure that they haven't voted. If they haven't voted, then we'll look and take the next step and see if it is a qualified ballot.
Okay, so you take everything, look at everything, make sure everything matches up, get all the votes.
Absolutely, and then we do a hand count.
Okay, and then generally, what is it, about a week after that you declare the election final?
Well, we're through with it. Once we're through with it and we're done, we have to schedule on the board. And so, if we finish it early, if we finish it on a Tuesday or Wednesday, we try to get it right away, get it on the board agenda for the following Tuesday with a resolution and have it accepted.
All right. Okay, there you have it. So be sure to get out there and vote. If you haven't registered to vote, you still have time to do that here in Amador County. Tom Slivick, stay with us. There's more news on the other side of the break. Thanks again, Sheldon, for
Thank you, sir. It's my pleasure.
All right. You're watching Amador County's #1 news and sports leader, TSPN.